Welcome in, everybody, to the Shecago podcast, where I am your host, Alexis Jade, and I talk the Chicago Bears. Welcome in. How is everybody doing on this fine Sunday? I can tell you one thing, I am tired and I'm not feeling 100%, but we are here and ready to talk this Bears game. I appreciate anyone who is tuning in. I know everyone's getting ready to watch the Bears here, our home game. Some of you might actually not even be watching because maybe you're at the game because it is a home game this week. So if you are at the game, I hope you're having fun. I hope the weather is kind to you. I hope you come out of the stadium happy if you were at the game right now and you happen to be watching this, which would be crazy, that you have a fun time at the game and it goes well for you. But for those of you who are here and watching the stream right now, welcome in. We are here to talk Bears versus Rams, obviously. It will be a semi-quick show today because I know a lot of you, including myself, are going to want to skedaddle out of here when it gets closer to noon kickoff time. So I thought I just heard knocking and I got a bit concerned because I'm not expecting anyone, but it was my cats. Anyways, yes, I know a lot of you, including myself, are going to want to skedaddle out of here when it gets close to noon. So don't worry, I'm not going to hold everyone hostage until then. We're going to get right to it here today. Rome, welcome in. First one here. Did my notification work this time? I know I got some comments last time that people didn't get the notification, so maybe it worked today. YouTube liked me today, or Twitter, wherever you're finding me on. So guys, the Bears and the Rams. I keep wanting to say the Colts for some reason. I mean, I know it's because we played them last week, but they are in my head. I can't get the Colts name out of my head, but that is not who we were playing today. We were playing the Rams, and I, for some reason, have a good feeling about today's game. I don't know why. I shouldn't have a good feeling because obviously of everything we've seen so far with this Bears team, more specifically the offense, there's no reason I should be optimistic for this game. But for some reason, I am. I've also had this one is one that I know a lot of people had marked as a loss when the schedule first came out, before anyone knew about the Rams injuries and everything else. And I had this marked as a surprise win. Now, obviously, given all the Rams injuries they've had since then, now on paper, it looks like the Bears should be the team to win. But since the offseason, for some reason, I have had this game marked as a win for the Bears, and I've had an optimistic feeling about it. Obviously, now that the Rams are down, like their entire starting wide receivers, including I think like 3 of their offensive linemen are also injured. It, on paper, looks like a matchup the Bears should win. So maybe that's where my optimism even comes in more so. But I think part of my optimism for a good game today is because obviously our defense is there. Our defense is good, like really good. And it's not like we've gone against chump quarterbacks, you know? I mean, we played CJ Stroud. Today will be a good test against Matt Stafford. But like, I really think if this offense can get rolling, we're going to see a better Bears team. And it sounds like a lot of stuff went down during the week with this Bears coaching staff and also with the Bears players. Obviously, it's not necessarily always a good sign when your team leaders have to call a meeting 3 weeks into the season. However, things weren't working. And I'm glad they called a team meeting and they're not just going status quo. So maybe that's what has me optimistic, is that it seems the players and the coaches were really working together this week to figure out what the hell is going wrong and how do we make it go right. That's my hope. Anyways, and I need to like do something about my hair here because it's driving me nuts. That looks crazy. I look like I have wings. Okay, I don't know, guys. Anyways, I have high hopes, but I'm not going to give away my prediction yet. So let's get into it here. So for the Bears, I don't have too many slides for us here today, but wow, I really Don't know what I'm doing with my hair. None of you care, but it's driving me nuts. Anyways, I don't have too many slides for us here today, but starting us off here, I have our keys to victory. Now, actually, I lied. We're going to do first my concerns because I think that's a little bit more prevalent, and then we'll get to keys to victory and then do our prediction and then end the game and the stream. Guys, sorry, my head is not in it today. I am not feeling 100. Rome, you said you stalked my YouTube channel like usual. Good. Glad. I'm glad you found it by stalking. You picked the Bears, Rome, so good. I'm not the only one. I know since the Bears or the Rams injuries and stuff have come out, a few people have now picked the Rams to win. But yeah, I've had a strange good feeling about this game for a while now, but hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully my hunch is right and my gut instinct isn't just being my delusional Bears optimistic brain. Stop fussing, you look good. I appreciate it. I don't feel good. And my hair, I ran out of my hair gel this morning, so like it's all frizzy and chaotic, and none of you care about that, but for me, it's driving me insane. Looking like Jim McMahon with the sunglasses. Thank you, thank you. Sunglasses are part of my daily aesthetic, so if you are a sunglasses brand and want to sponsor me, feel free. I don't know what brand these are actually. I think these are oh God, I should know. I got them for Christmas, but yeah, if you're a brand and you want to sponsor me, be a sunglasses company, please, because I love sunglasses. I also have really blue eyes, and so they're very sensitive to sunlight. So like I literally can't function outside if I don't have sunglasses. Anyways, tangent no one cares about. Let's get into the Bears. Hey, I stalk YouTube, not specifically your channel. I'm not crazy. It's okay, Rom. I know that you're specifically stalking my channel, and it's all right. I get it. I would stalk me too. But sure, it's YouTube, right? All of YouTube. Just kidding. You guys make me laugh. All right, let's get into this. So concerns versus the Rams. We have the Stafford passing game. Honestly, guys, I don't have too many concerns listed here because realistically, like I said, on paper, this is a game the Bears should win. The Rams have so many injuries right now. So many things not going their way. And one thing I really should have added on this list now that I'm speaking out loud, I think I didn't because it's kind of a given, is Sean McVay. Sean McVay is a concern. Being outcoached is a concern. That I was dumb and didn't list it here because I think it's kind of a no-brainer. But yeah, I would say number one is getting outcoached. Sean McVay is a good coach, so even injury depleted, they still know how to get it done. Just like Matt LaFleur with the Packers. I said it last year that Jordan Love deserves his flowers, but at the same time, people are not giving LaFleur enough credit for just completely scheming up an offense to the quarterback's strengths and scheming wide receivers wide open and having a balanced rushing and passing attack. And you saw there was no changes to the Packers' efficiency when they had a backup quarterback come in. So I don't know. But we face a coach like that this week in Sean McVay, and I am a bit nervous that we're going to get out coached, that he's going to know how to make adjustments with the roster that he has and beat us. And in those concerns is Matt Stafford. We as Bears fans know Matt Stafford well, former Lions quarterback for many, many years. And I think we all knew, if you were from the NFC North, Matt Stafford was a good quarterback hindered by a very bad team. And you saw it as soon as he went to the Rams and won a Super Bowl. So I think we all know as Bears fans that Matt Stafford is a very talented quarterback. He is actually Caleb Williams, one of his favorite quarterbacks that he's tried to emulate his game from. So when I say Matt Stafford passing attack, I'm thinking I'm not super concerned with the Rams rushing game. However, Matt Stafford is not an Anthony Richardson who he went up against last week. Anthony Richardson could make some dots downfield. He has some crazy athleticism and arm power, but he also has some insane accuracy issues. Matt Stafford does not have that. He is a very, very good quarterback. So even though he is missing his top weapons, he knows how to distribute the football. He knows how to be efficient. He's an accurate quarterback. So, you know, I think the Bears defense really needs to get to the quarterback, the Bears defensive line, to give our secondary a chance against Matt Stafford. And honestly, if at any point our defense struggles and allows Matt Stafford to just slice and dice throughout our defense up the field, it could be a long day, especially if this Bears offense is not going. If they don't start to get things turned around, it could be a very difficult game here for the Bears to play catch up. This Bears offense, obviously, a lot is relying on it today and every week, but we're not going against some chump at quarterback. So that is my reasons for listening Matt Stafford passing game, because honestly, as long as you have a quarterback like that in the game, you have a chance. So we can't expect the defense to hold this game on their own. We need the offense to step up, and if they don't, Matt Stafford and Sean McVay could make this game difficult for us. Rams rushing defense. So once again, we're going against a rushing defense that is one of the worst in the NFL. I guess I don't know for certain if the Colts are the worst, but they're like ranked bottom tier, and the Rams are just above them. So, that being said, hypothetically, this should be a game that the Bears should be able to establish the run. Now, if that sounds familiar, it's because we also said that last week. And did that happen? No. So, this is why it's a concern, because it should be simple. Run the football. But even against the team that was terrible against the run, we still struggled to run the football. So, a key concern here is if the Rams defense is able to stop our run game, we're looking at another 52 pass attempt game by Caleb Williams, which I know everyone was all excited about the 363 or whatever it was passing yards. They don't mean anything if it's just chunk plays in garbage time or against prevent defense or Hail Mary in the second half, but you're talking about like a 60% passer rating. And, like, don't get me wrong, Caleb Williams played well, all things considered, but like, I don't want that kind of game again. I don't want Caleb Williams just chucking the ball downfield because we're just like, screw it, we can't run, so we're just going to keep passing. So, yeah, a key concern here is if the Rams defense is able to stop the Bears run game. Sorry, guys, my throat. If the Rams defense is able to stop this Bears run game, we're once again looking at a rough day on the offense. So, key concern, a bad Rams rushing defense stopping the Bears rushing attack. We might be a little bit screwed. Key concern, Bears offense. I hate that that's on there, but it is what it is. I mean, Bears offense has struggled to get going these past few weeks. And as much as I've also even said it's going to be up and down, I don't think they're going to come out swinging like some people expected. I thought it was going to be a bit of a rocky start. I didn't expect it to be this bad, and then it makes it more frustrating seeing Jaden Daniels out there with Cliff Kingsbury just having an efficient offense with a rookie quarterback catered to his strengths. And it makes you pissed because it's like we keep giving all the excuses of, it's new system, new offensive coordinator, new talent, which is all true. But then why can other teams do it and we can't? So this Bears offense needs to get its shit together. It needs to figure it out, frankly. And until they can, they're a key concern. Because if our offense can't get going, we lose this game. Even with a depleted Rams offense and a not great defense for the Rams, they have a really good head coach and they have a really good quarterback, and that's really all you need to win. The defense can only hold out for so long if this offense can't get going. So the offense is a key concern this week. Can the Bears offense be efficient, distribute the ball, and get some touchdowns on the board, and not wait until the effing fourth quarter of the game to finally get a touchdown on the board. No, we need to start the game off hot, and we need to start this game in the lead. We need to start in the lead, and we need the offense to start scoring. Um, we gotta help our defense out here a bit, especially if we don't want to start the season with one win through 4 weeks. We're not looking to start the season 1-4. I mean 1-3. So we need to get moving. Because even coming up next, Carolina, which we thought was a gimme game, we'll see how they perform this week, but they're looking like a pretty efficient team all of a sudden. So no game anymore on our schedule is a walk in the park. And our schedule is only going to get harder after this bye week. So this game is important. This game is important to get on the right track. Because also the defenses we're going against aren't going to start getting easier either. Now, all that being said, what are our keys to victory? Now, the funny part, when I'm about to put the slide up, is when I went to make it to get ready for this podcast, I realized I didn't have to change a damn thing. I was looking at that and I was thinking of any changes I could make to keys to offense to a key to a victory, I should say, not keys to offense. And everything that I put on there is still holds true to now because there's been no changes for the Bears. So, keys to victory, Caleb Williams improvement. Seems pretty self-explanatory, but for the Bears to succeed, we need to see Caleb Williams improve. And he has through each week he has played. He has gotten better and better, and we have seen him get more efficient. However, I would say, besides the just general improvement from Caleb Williams that we want to see on a weekly basis, the biggest things, in my opinion, he needs to improve this week is going to be the turnovers, and it's going to be his deep passes downfield. He finally connected on some to Roland Dunze last week, thank God, but the deep ball has to get better. He has had some serious overthrows or underthrows to some receivers that were open. You know, as much as we're going to hate on everything else, the OC, the personnel, everything else, Caleb Williams has also missed his fair share of opportunities for first downs and touchdowns by overthrowing or underthrowing receivers. So that is something I'm really, really looking for Caleb Williams to fix soon. His deep balls weren't necessarily a problem in college, so I have faith that he can fix it and that it's, a timing issue and everything else with the receivers. However, if there's one thing I'm really looking for Caleb Williams to improve this week and going forward, it's his deep balls and turnovers. Now, turnovers are going to happen because he's a rookie, but you still want to see him make some more accurate passes, especially on the deep ball. Because those, I'm not going to lie, until he finally connected to Roland Dunze last week, I was starting the first half of the game last week to get concerned about his deep ball. I still think it's fixable and it's a timing issue, but I was getting concerned on how many he had missed. But he finally connected to some with Rome, so I'm not freaking out, but you definitely want to see that improve for sure. Another key to victory, defensive takeaways. Defensive takeaways are going to be important because this Bears team, as much as I'm optimistic this is a game where the offense can finally get going, even though I said that last week, a key to victory here going against a quarterback as good as Matt Stafford is getting a few takeaways. 1-2 takeaways, put the offense back on the field, give them another shot with the ball. If you could get a pick six, even better, but get some takeaways. The Bears is a team that preaches takeaways, and we would like to see some more of it. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and critique the defense because they've been pretty good. I would say that their worst week of the season was probably last week. I mean, we're super early on, but, you want to see a little bit of improvement from the defense from last week. Hopefully with the help of the offense finally doing its thing, but also you want to see some takeaways. And, Stafford is pretty accurate, so it's going to be hard, but I really think a good key to victory here is winning with the turnover battle in general, honestly. Not just the defense getting takeaways, but Caleb Williams and the Bears not giving the ball away is also going to be very, very important for the Bears to win this game today. Next here, just like it was in our key concern, a key to victory, establish the run. Establish the run. In order for the Bears to win this game, we need to get the run game going. In order for the offense to get established in general, we need to get this run game going. The Bears are not going to be successful if we cannot establish the run. If we can't establish the run, Caleb Williams is throwing another 52 passing attempts as a rookie quarterback, which is absolutely insane. So, just like it was listed as my concern of a way we would lose this game is if the Rams, who don't have a very good rushing defense, stop the Bears' rushing attack. Now, flip that vice versa, and the key to victory here is establish a rushing attack, establish the run game, and that opens up the offense tenfold. And now you're talking about an offense that is chumming along. The one pro to the run game not working, which is going to sound crazy, but hear me out, is that with a rookie quarterback, a new OC, and our offense being as bad as it has, no one knows what to expect from this Bears offense. So all we need is that one breakout game to find things that are working. And it's going to be difficult for other teams to strategize against this offense when they don't really know what we can do yet. So if this is the breakout game, they're going to have no tape on what the hell the Bears can do on offense. And if the Bears run game gets going and we start establishing some play action, we have some deep shots downfield, maybe we do the quick game, who knows? We could really have this defense on their toes. And that's all we need. That's all we need. And I know after watching Jaden Daniels, a lot of Bears fans are just hoping and praying for that Caleb Williams breakout game, which I do think will come at some point, and hopefully will come today versus the Rams. But if not, it's coming, but you want it to be now. Today's a good opportunity for a Bears offense breakout game and a Caleb Williams breakout game. Now, final key to victory here. Play calling. Play calling. I know I admitted prior that I was mistaken in saying that the Bears play calling wasn't as bad as it seemed. And in a way, I still think so. But play calling needs to be better. We cannot have a repeat of that 4th and goal drive, whatever the hell that was last week. And we can't have Caleb Williams just sitting back there like a dead duck behind an offensive line that is struggling. And obviously a key to victory is the offensive line performing better, but we'll have to see it to believe it. But this play calling needs to get better and help out your rookie quarterback. Play to your personnel strengths. And to Shane Waldron's credit, in the game last week, we did start seeing him change up the personnel on certain plays, and it started gaining success. So I do think, even though it took him 3 games too late, Shane Waldron was starting to see what can happen when you utilize the right personnel, just like utilizing Cole Kmet, utilizing Roschon Johnson. Hopefully Khalil Herbert gets used in here. Because I don't know why Khalil Herbert's been forgotten, but he's a very good running back, and we need to use him. So I'm hopeful that we're going to see some better personnel options this week and today. And we're going to see the play calls maybe play in favor of the rookie quarterback and to the personnel he has on the field. But yeah, a key to victory here is we gotta get some better play calls in from our offensive coordinator. And before I get to my game prediction for today, let me run through some comments here quickly. Trap C, bear down, baby. Praying for a Bears win, me too. Let me see here. Run to set up the pass or pass to set up the run. Honestly, either or. I mean, ideally run to set up the pass, but our run game hasn't established yet. And I don't think we could say pass to set up the run because that hasn't been working. But that can change on a weekly basis if you get your run game going, and now defenses don't know what to expect from you. You can change up your plan week by week against who you're going against, but you kind of need to get that run game established to be able to do that. Bench Swift. I don't know about benching Swift. I still think he's an efficient running back, but I definitely think there are some moments where Roschon and Khalil Herbert could be used instead. I also find it interesting that Velus Jones once again is inactive today. I just don't understand the whole point of working so hard to get him a roster spot this offseason just to have him benched, because at this point, our run game's not working, so let him play, let him run and see if his change of pace will get the run game going. But I don't know. Makes me wonder if he's going to be traded at the deadline this season, but in a way, it kind of makes me mad that Poles got offers for him in the offseason, and instead we made a roster spot for him, and he's not even getting playing time. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about Velus anymore. I still think there's untapped potential there with him as a running back, but they're not using it. So I don't know. Then again, we have a running back in Khalil Herbert that for some reason keeps getting forgotten, even though he had averaged the most yards per carry last season in the NFL. He's a good running back. Like, I would put him in over Roschon. Roschon had moments last game because he got more playing time, but I feel people forget that Khalil Herbert was by far the better running back than Roschon last year. So I don't know why Herbert is getting pushed to the side here, but I would really like to see Khalil Herbert get some more touches, and Roschon Johnson. But I really think we have an opening here with getting Roschon some more opportunity, or sorry, Khalil Herbert some more opportunities here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think benching Swift is the option though. Especially if we paid so much money for him, he better start doing some stuff. But yeah, don't think we bench him, but I would like to see other running backs get more time. Brandon, what is up? Bear down. What is up, fellow Texans fan? Well, thank you for tuning in. All right. Let's get into my game prediction here. Now, I've been saying since the beginning of this podcast that I had a strangely good feeling about today's game. During the offseason, before the Rams had all their injury issues, when everyone was predicting this as a Bears loss, I, for some reason, felt that this would be a Bears win. Now the Rams have all these injury issues, and on paper, the Bears should be the better team. However, we could potentially be outcoached. Sean McVay is a very good coach. Matt Stafford is a very good quarterback. But when it comes to my game prediction for this week, drum roll please, I have the Bears winning. Bears 24, Rams 20. I know, shocker. Could you guys believe it? Look, here's the deal. I think this is finally the game where the Bears offense gets established. I know I said that last week, and honestly, part of this is optimistic Bears fan speaking, because at some point, the offense has to do something. So I do think that hopefully today is the day where the offense starts to get established. The Rams don't have a great defense. Their secondary is okay. Their run-stop defense is not very good. And, I feel the offense on the verge of figuring it out. Caleb Williams figuring it out. And obviously the Rams have a lot of injuries on offense that really play to the Bears' strengths. So when it comes to this game today, if there was ever a time to beat the Rams and have them on your schedule, now is the day. And if there was ever a game before we get into the next onslaught of games after this bye week, which isn't next week, but it's coming up, the schedule's only getting harder. So if there's ever a time to establish your offense and get it figured out, it's now. So part of that is hopeless optimistic Bears fan speaking. Part of it is realistically looking at the game on paper. This is one the Bears should win. So I am putting my faith in the football gods and saying that this is a Bears win. Bears win 24-20. I think it's a close game. I think we'll want to scream at our TV a few times, but I think the Bears come away with the win here. And it's at home in Soldier Field. Apparently in Shecago, here it's pretty sunny. But apparently in Chicago, it is misty and windy at the lakefront. So it's not amazing playing conditions for either team, but this is a home game, baby. These people are coming from California. They don't know. They don't know. It's been a while since Stafford has played in the rain and the winds of Chicago. Let's give him a run for his money, and let's come away with the win here, Bears. But that is my hope. That is my prayer, and that is my prediction, is a Bears win. That's right. Trap C, breakout game. Let's go Bears. I agree. Breakout game. Bear down. We're going to do this thing. So I know it is about 10 minutes to kickoff time, and most of you are going to want to go ahead and get your drinks ready, get your TV turned on, get your lounge seat ready, whether you're inviting people over, going somewhere, if you're tailgating, whatever you're doing. I know you're going to want to start getting ready for this game here. I will also need to start getting ready for this game here. And, Rome. I'm sorry, Rome. Rome still has to wait so long because your game doesn't start for a while. But you know what? You can watch the Bears. You can watch the Bears win. So you at least have something to look forward to. Or you can just watch me live tweet because I will be live tweeting the game today. I always do. So if you're looking for entertainment or looking for my thoughts during the game, look at my Twitter. All my links will be in the description of this video. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I always forget to remind you guys because a lot of you are new that pop in here. And I make Bears content. I also just make NFL content in general. So please subscribe if you like that kind of stuff. If you like the stream, like. And if you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. But I will, yes, Rome, I will be live streaming after the game. I'll do a post game later today. So I will be back for that as well. But make sure you guys can't get on Twitter. Well, I'll be back here for the post game, so you can meet me here. But otherwise, I'll have to go with the Grassi Posse. I mean, I can't blame you. Tom Grassi makes great content, but I will be here for the Bears post game. But it won't be immediately after the game, but it will be today. But let's go Bears. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you do go on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it now, I will be on there live tweeting the game. And I will be here later this evening to do my post-game Bears reaction. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope if you're not a Bears fan, whatever games you're watching, they go well. Unless you're a Rams fan, I hope you lose. But I hope you all have a great afternoon. And let's go Bears. Bear down. Chicago Sports Truth. Bear down, everybody. And I will see you after the game today. Thanks for watching. Bye.